welcome to or welcome back to Nell Block. So if you are new to my channel, then you don't know how to do my videos, how I do it is I just simply give the tips, give the advice. I don't really go too much into explaining because I feel like my videos would be like an hour long if I did that. So if you have any questions about anything that I'm saying, feel free to DM me on any of my social medias, okay? I respond really fast to the DMs, so yeah, DM me if you have any questions, but I'm just going to blankly give my tips. So yeah. So down below I have the different timestamps where I talked about everything. In this video I'm going to be talking about Alabama A&M, as you know, the title, the IDs. I'm going to be talking about dining halls. I'm going to be talking about housing, classes, and jobs, on-campus jobs. So yeah, all them time cards, stamp things will be in the description box below. IDs. You get an ID when you're a freshman and you hold on to the same ID for all 4 years, I believe. I got my ID when I went to freshman orientation. I would advise everybody to go to orientation over the summer. Just come see what A&M about. Look on the campus, you feel me? Like, they be having some good parties. Anyway, so yeah, that's when you get your ID and you use your ID for the dining hall and you use it at the Pod and at Subway. The Pod is like a little grocery store. They got detergent, deodorant, dish soap, regular soap, food, frozen stuff like ice cream, slushies. It's like a little mini grocery store, okay? Like a real mini little grocery store. And then Subway is a regular Subway. And so this is how it works. So when they ring you up and you're about to you know, pay, instead of using your extra money, you get these things called Bulldog bucks. And when I was a freshman, we got $150. I think it was $150 in Bulldog bucks that was on our card ID. So we would just scan our card. But this year, I guess it's because there are so many freshmen this year, they took the budget down to $75. So you have $75 for the whole semester, and you have to use it, because if you don't use it, it don't like roll over to the next semester or the next year. It don't work like that. You just get $75 again. Yeah, the Pod and Subway is the only places you can use that. Those are the only places you can use your Bulldog bucks, which is on your ID. So moving on to dining halls. Alabama A&M campus has 2 dining halls, Foster and Knight. Foster and Knight, they're dorms and they just have like dining halls inside of it. We don't have like our own building dedicated to the cafeteria or something, okay? So Foster is a dorm. It's a non-traditional freshman dorm, and it's at the top of the hill, like literally the last building ever in the back, all the way in the back, okay? And usually freshmen eat there. It get really crowded in there, and it's smaller, okay? And then on like the main road, there's Knight, which is the upperclassmen dorm. And Knight, inside of Knight is bigger than Foster too, but inside of Knight there's the Knight Caf, and the Knight Caf is bigger. They have a little bigger variety too. I think it's a bigger variety. I don't really eat in Knight Caf. I don't live on campus, so I don't eat there at all, but I think it's bigger. And yeah, what else? Swipes. You get 3 swipes, okay? 3 swipes a day based on your meal plan, but usually it's 3 swipes a day. Breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Those are the only times the caf is open for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. It's not open like 24 hours either. You get breakfast, you get lunch, you can dinner. You can eat dinner. If you don't eat breakfast, you can, okay, how do I explain this? So yeah, so we get 3 swipes, right? Breakfast, lunch, and dinner. But let's say, for example, you don't eat breakfast. You can go to lunch twice. You can go to dinner twice. Like, you know, you just get to swipe your card 3 times. You cannot swipe your card any more than 3 times to go in and out of the caf, okay? That makes sense? And I want to talk about the line, okay? Them lines for the caf, you can be in a line for like 15, 20, maybe 30 minutes at Foster. You can be in line for like 30 minutes. And the last thing I want to talk about for dining is contamination. Last year, foster calf and night calf, they were contaminated. As we were homeless, you know, when foster had caught fire, it was like a big contamination thing going on with the food there. So what that means, like, the chicken was bloody red, you know. Like, I got really sick one time off their gumbo. I feel like I talked about this in another video, but I got really sick off their gumbo. They had it for the same gumbo for 2 weeks. Like, you got to be real careful what you eat out of the calf. That's all I'm gonna say. We was like going on strike about that stuff and everything. Like, it was nasty. The next thing I want to talk about is housing. So where to stay. If you're a freshman, you have some options. So we have foster, which is a non-traditional dorm. By the way, non-traditional dorms are more expensive than traditional dorms, which have community showers. If you want to see what a non-traditional dorm looks like, click my video right here. Then there's Stevens, which is an all-boys traditional dorm. Then there's Morris. And then there's Hopkins. I think I'm on 4. Hopkins is an all-girls traditional dorm. Foster, by the way, is boys and girls traditional dorms, but it's girls on one side, boys on the other side, and you cannot go on date side, y'all. The first about week of school, they don't know because they think, like, you know, someone's moving in and you're just helping them move in. But once they know, you know, like you can't go over there. You'll probably get in trouble if you get caught. I think you get a fine, like a $350 fine if you get caught on the other person's side. But anyway, Thigpen. So Thigpen just opened up this year. Okay, Thigpen's really nice. It's a traditional dorm, but I would say it looks like the best females traditional dorm. Okay, because it's new, it's all renovated, it looks all cute. Then after Thigpen, there's Palmer. Palmer's an all-girl traditional dorm. And then after Palmer, there's Terry, which is an all-girls traditional dorm as well. And then down the hill, there's Night. And Night is where a lot of the upperclassmen stay. Freshmen can stay there too, but like really, I feel like freshmen should stay at Foster. I feel like it's better for freshmen, and I feel like you're closer to all your classes, and that's where all the freshmen stay. Like, you should be there. That's how I feel. Yeah, that's Night. Night is where it's Night, like Night and Sherman with a K. Night is boys and girls non-traditional dorm, and your next door neighbor could be a girl if you're a boy, and it could be, you know, like, it could be switch genders or whatever, but your roommates will be the same gender, but your next door neighbor might be a girl if you're a dude or whatever. And yeah, that's where the cafe at, and that's where Subway's at, and that's where the pod is at. All of that is inside of Night. Videos, I'll link one of my videos. Like, I have so many videos talking about this dang on school, y'all. Watch them, watch them. Further down, like getting further away from campus, there's the new dorms, and I think that's the last one, is the new dorms. Also, I think only upperclassmen can stay at the new dorms. New dorms is nice, it's new. The real name of it is not called new dorms, it's called like residence hall something, but we call it, you know, like everybody in the world call it new dorms because it's the newer dorms. And yeah, that's just like Foster. It's co-ed, okay, and yeah, that's how that goes. New dorms is pretty nice too, because it's, like I said, it's renovated, it's new. Everything in there is really nice. They have really big rooms. They have a full refrigerator, okay, half freezer, but they got a full refrigerator. I think new dorms is really nice. I think that's where you should stay if you are upperclassmen. The new dorms, Night is nice too, but the new dorms is like way nicer. And if you want to stay in a traditional dorm, you should probably go to Thigpen. And if you are a freshman, I would say Foster. So, how to apply for housing. Housing applications is so important. Like, as soon as you know you want to come to Alabama A&M, apply for housing, okay? Because let me tell you something. They don't answer their phone. You can't like call up here and like try to get information. You just have to, I would try to help y'all as much as possible, but you really have to do everything pretty much on your own. Try to apply for housing like ASAP. Another thing you should be trying to do ASAP. Get into the group me for your class ASAP, because it's people in there who have so much information about everything. I don't know where I would be. I probably wouldn't even be going to the school if I wasn't in that group chat, because I would be so lost. It's people in that group chat that really know everything, especially if you got a state. So yeah, that's when to apply. Apply ASAP, okay? Apply for housing ASAP. sappity sap sap, for real. We're on like the 3rd week of school, and I have friends who do not have housing. They don't have nowhere to live because they waited too late to apply. It's a waiting list, and like Alabama A&M, they be BSing, like they're not in no rush to do anything right. That's why I gotta get out of this black school, because black people just can't for some reason. That's like, child. Housing, the cost of housing, I'm not really sure. I just know the non-traditional dorms are not expensive as the traditional dorms, and the new dorms is way more expensive than staying at night. That's all I really know. I don't know, y'all. I'm sorry. If I find out, I might not even feel like it. But if I find out, I'll put it right here. Now, next thing I want to talk about is classes. I'm going to attempt off my dome to give like a little mind map of the school. So you're standing on the quad. In front of the quad, you have Morrison. Behind the quad, you have Chambers. Okay, so back in front of the quad, a little bit to the left, there's the new School of Business. That's what a new classroom building is inside the new School of Business as well. Clyde Foster, not Foster the dorms, but Clyde Foster room, like the classroom, is inside of the new School of Business. Behind the new School of Business is the electrical engineering building. It's the engineering building behind that, okay? To the left of the engineering building is, I forgot what it's called, but it's an auditorium. You probably have some freshman orientation classes in there, okay? Across the street, okay, so we back on the quad. We already got this way covered. We already got the back way covered. Now, if we turn this way, it's going to be Carver, and on the other side of Carver's pretty big. On the other side of Carver, though, you're going to have T.C. Parker, and I think it's another one like T.R. Parker. It's basically the same building. Find your class number and you'll be cool. Where else are classes? The writing center. There's a writing center behind the ROTC building. The ROTC building is right across from Knight. The library is, you'll see a library. It's like, I think everyone knows what the library is. Comment down below or DM me. I think that's like the basics. Oh, okay, so padding. Padding is where you handle your cashier, like if you need cash, like change ring thing, and financial aids in padding, and some other really important stuff is in padding. No classes, but just like important stuff is in padding. I have a whole bunch of videos about walking around campus and where's what. I always talk about it. I hear freshmen talk about this all the time, and it bugs me. Like, y'all don't be watching my videos. The bus system. I want to talk about the bus. Download an app. I feel like y'all already should have told you this, but download an app called Rider, okay? It's going to show you, we have probably about like 4 or 5 buses on campus that run all the time. It's going to show you the name of the bus and where every stop that it's going to. It's going to show you how long before it gets to your stop, how long before it gets to the next stop. It's going to show you, like, it's tracking the bus. It's going to show you the map, like how fast the bus, it's going to show you everything. Download the app, okay? I'm tired of freshmen like, where does bus go? Where does bus go? First of all, read the sign, because it says exactly it's going to Terry, the Gym, and West, which is Night. It's telling you everything. It's telling you everything. And then another thing with freshmen this year, they're not even asking, like me, like they're not even asking anyone else where, you know, like they're not asking nobody else where the bus going or where this building is. They just saying it out loud like they just want us to tell them. This ain't high school, but you better, excuse me, ma'am. The app is really important. It helped me my freshman year. It's really important, guys. Like, I don't understand why you don't have the app. So, Drake and a Paratrans are the only 2 buses that go to Foster. Let me tell y'all something about these college teachers. College teachers at a HBCU don't really care. They most likely are black, and they act black. You know, like, I'm not gonna say they're like ghetto, but you know, like they just act black. Like they just, y'all, if you black, you know, like, you know, it's just not professional. It's just black, okay, it's black. The last thing I'm gonna talk about is jobs. The wellness center, you can work at the wellness center. As a freshman too, you can work at the wellness center, and there's like different stuff they need you to do. Yeah, wellness center is like the gym. Oh, I forgot to talk about the wellness, but that's next to the new dorms, and it's like the gym basically, and that's where you go for like if you're sick or something, you go to the wellness center. Another place you can work is the library. I've never seen nobody work at the library, but there are students who work at the library, and it's called work studies when you work with the school while you're in college, and it's that you can have a percentage of your check go towards your tuition. So yeah. And off-campus jobs, there's a new Dave & Buster's over here. There's Walmart is always hiring. My job, Altitude, is hiring. McDonald's and Wendy's is always hiring if you're interested. So yeah, I don't know who's looking for jobs, but yeah, there's a lot of places out here that's hiring that needs workers. So yeah. And y'all, that's all I have. That's all the tips. This is part 1. I'm gonna do a part 2 probably tomorrow. I really need a nap. I was falling asleep on the bus. I need a nap so bad. In the next video, I'm gonna talk about financial aid. I'm gonna talk about books, and that's important. And then I'm gonna talk about visitation too in the next video. So stay tuned for that. If you like this video, make sure you give it a big thumbs up. If you like me, subscribe to my YouTube channel. If you don't like me or the video, then I'm not forcing you to watch it, baby. But I'm gonna go take this nap.